and we're right back here in Lexington, Mississippi, and we are still on the road with the SPRA. Now, on our last segment, we recapped all the action from round one at your 2020 SPFR. I told you we'd be bringing you video after video with all the action from round two, and then we'll showcase our average champions and then our world champions. Right now, this is how round two shook out. In the bareback riding, we're going to take a little trip across the muddy Mississippi over to Bastrop, Louisiana. Mr. Luke Thrash came in and spurred one down for 80.5 points to take home the hardware. We rolled right on down to the saddle bronc riding. The Bad Cat from Cottondale, Florida. Man, Mr. Joe Farron, he's one of those guys that I say he makes it look easy, just like another day at the office, and he did just that. He did it all season. He came there to Philadelphia, Mississippi, 83 points in round two for the win in the saddle bronc. We went down to our tie-down calf roping. Cedartown, Georgia is where the cowboy hails from. Now, when you hear the town, Cedartown, Georgia, called out, and the name Frills called out behind that town, you know greatness is going to happen. And Glenn Frills did just that with 7.8 seconds to tie up the win there in round two. On to the breakaway roping. Miss Allie Tate. Boy, she was lightning fast. I tell you what, the rope said pop, the clock said 2.3 seconds to capture the win in the breakaway. Then the big man's event. Took us to Poplarville, Mississippi, down south here in the Magnolia State. Man, Marcus Terrio, what can I say about this guy? He is on fire. He burned it up at the SPFR this year. You're going to hear me mention his name in many, many segments to come. Marcus Terrio, 3.3 seconds, slamming the steer down for the win in the steer wrestling. Also the fastest time of the finals. In the team roping, we go right back down there to Poplarville, Mississippi. Marcus Terrio comes back. He teams up with Chase Graves. Son, they get saltier than a used ice cream maker. 4.5 seconds for the win in the team roping. Then on to the pretty cowgirls and the lightning fast American quarter horses. This young cowgirl hails from down south here in the Magnolia State as well. Wiggins, Mississippi is where she calls home. She came to us on a high school card making her SPFR debut. Gabby Hayes on the big freight train horse she calls Gray. I'm telling you, 14.24 and 0 to cinch up the win there in round two and get her very first SPFR buckle. That took us down to the bad men of rodeo, the bull riders. Mr. Tough Morgan, you heard me mention his name in round one. He came out there, got the hardware in round one, took a little knot on the noggin, but he still walked across the stage. He was all smiles. He came back in round two. Son, he pulled his hat down tight, spurred one down, rode the hair off of him for 81 championship points. Tough Morgan for the win there in the bull riding. Guys, it got fast and furious. It got wild and western in round two. Now, our next rodeo coming up is going to be March the 12th and 13th in Odenville, Alabama. That is the second annual St. Clair County Cattlemen's Rodeo. That rodeo was also voted the best new indoor rodeo of the year. You want to see some of these same cowboys and cowgirls come there to compete, to start to stack that money up for your 2021 season? That's where you need to meet us. I'm Mac Ginn. I live right here in Lexington, Mississippi. Y'all join me on the road with the SPRA. Come see me.